This is the Berskerer Blothar, and you're listening to Collision Radio. Why? Hello.
Hello, Blothar. How are you? It's
Yeah,
Kat.
that's me.
How are you today?
I am freaking miserable every single day of my existence.
Oh, so you haven't
No, I'm
conquered
kidding.
anything
It's
today?
a great day here. It's a great day here. I'm just sitting here languidly masturbating and talking to you.
Awesome. Good to know. Now, okay. Good way to start an interview. I must say unique.
Oh, yeah.
But then Gwar are extremely unique. And if I can actually get to Michael for a second, if he's anywhere there, you were in Gwar as a bass player a few times back in, like, you were one of the original members, and now you've taken over as vocals. What was that like, having to step in at that time?
Well, bass guitar is in my heart and my soul. It's what I love to do. But, unfortunately, we already have a bass player, that fat fuck Beefcake the Mighty. So I have to be the singer. But it's okay. I don't mind. Singers are always wieners, They're always complete prima donna pricks. And I'm enjoying being that. It's been my pleasure to quickly adapt to that role of the most odious personality in the band. But, singing, it's second nature to me. It's what I always do. I sing in the shower. I sing all the time. But, it was a difficult thing to figure out how we were going to keep this rock and roll show on the road and what would the band sound like, and we knew that we couldn't do the same thing that we'd always done. If we tried to do what we did with Odorous, then people would look at it and say that it was just a pale imitation. So, we had to do something different, and that's what we tried to do. I think we did something different. The record that we just made, The Blood of Gods, has a different sound, but it's also a sound that harkens back to earlier stuff that the band did. And, it's certainly a different style of singing than what Odorous has. I have a different vocal range. I don't sing as much. I don't have as many lyrics, and I focus on writing hooks and things like that. So it's a different sound for the band. But the good thing is that when I listen to it, it sounds like a Gwar record to me. So, we managed to sort of walk that line and balance doing something different and something new, and not being, sort of following in our own footsteps and just doing a lame imitation of everything we've done when Odorous was alive. And at this, so we've done something new, and at the same time, it has enough of sort of Gwar tradition and history in it to make it a Gwar record. And it's actually, it surprises everybody else. It doesn't really surprise the people in this band, or the people who've known Gwar for a long time. People in this band remember a time when Odorous wasn't the lead singer. I mean, people don't realize that. But, when Gwar started years ago, we had Joey Slutman was our singer.
Oh.
The band has been through some, for the people who are in it, it's always been less about the cult of personality surrounding the individuals in the band and more about a sort of socialist art experiment.
Yeah.
So,
and you've got to be tough to conquer the world, let's face it. So, you have to lose a few on the way.
Yeah, it was a horrible thing, losing Odorous.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I meant just the members that haven't stayed, because if Dave was still alive, he'd still be there.
Right. Yeah. No. I know what you mean. I took that in the best possible way. I was just saying that I just wanted to reiterate that for us it was a tremendous loss, but we did have to be tough, and we had to keep going. We didn't have to, but we wanted to. The band made that decision, and so that's what we did.
I was doing interviews at Soundwave 2013, and I was within 10 feet of Dave, but it was a very hot day and he wanted to go and get out of the costume, and a few people got photos done, so I thought, well, I'm going to leave him alone. I missed out. But anyway, you guys are coming back to Australia.
Yeah, we are.
You're going to conquer Adelaide. You've got a battle for Adelaide going on as well as a national tour.
Well, of course, yeah. Adelaide I mean, the whole reason we're coming to Australia is to go to Adelaide. Don't people understand that? It's a, I mean, just today, like, it was the spot, a site of a massive fish kill with a lot of dead shit washing up on the beach there.
Right.
It's a home for serial killers like us.
Yeah.
What more could we want than Adelaide? We'll fit right in to the city of churches and old people.
I hope you conquer it well. So it is actually April that you're coming over, and it's for the album. Like, I was listening to what you said before about going back to your old days. I'll Be Your Monster. I could definitely not only hear like a bit of an 80s feel, but I thought there was an AC/DC influence in that song.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
An AC/DC influence on everything that Gwar's ever done, all the way back to the very beginning before we were really, recording songs. I mean, the band has always been influenced by those weird little midget dudes. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're all just these tiny guys that make this horrendous noise. Yeah, they're great. I mean, AC/DC, the hardest song to sing on our whole record is that AC/DC cover. It's the hardest song to do night after night.
Right. I was going to say, and like it was totally different to the video that I just shared not long ago, Fuck This Place.
Yeah.
Fuck
this place.
What do you write about? Do you write about stories on the road or just how you feel and that at certain times when you write something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that record, for this record, it's a little different than most records. This is a record that we had to make in order to make other records, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's I had written lyrics for Gwar before. I was probably one of the only people, just a handful of people in the world who have written Gwar songs and written the lyrics for Gwar songs. But nonetheless, when I sat down to do it, I found myself struggling a little bit to get back in that headspace. And Balzac, The Jaws of Death helped me a lot. And together we wrote most of the lyrics on the record. And, but we also, in true typical Gwar fashion, we involved everybody in the process. And we got, Beefcake wrote some lyrics and Pushless wrote some lyrics, and it really helped to have all those voices on a Gwar record. There's a lot of voices on the record. And coming up with lyrics for Gwar is fun. It's a good time. But on this record, there's a lot of storytelling that's related to the mythos of the band. And that's the kind of record that it felt like we needed to make, And there are some things on it that are very unique that, like, Gwar would never have done before, and I think I'll Be Your Monster is one of those, It's like, and so is Phantom Limb. Phantom Limb has this sort of emotional, just earnestness, forthright sort of emotional song that the band would never have done. Odorous would have never done anything like that. Like, he didn't have it. It wasn't in his bag of tricks, nor was it anything he was interested in doing. And he wouldn't have had a reason to, like, we did have a reason to. So, it was a hard thing to sit down and figure out what we were going to do. But once we started doing it, it all started to make sense. And, it was like we wanted to bring the band back to telling stories about the band. And that's what we did.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I hadn't been sent the album and it hadn't occurred to me to actually open the playlist. I can see now If You Want Blood is the AC/DC song you covered, which is an amazing AC/DC song too. So good choice there.
Yeah.
You're going to obviously be playing that one in your live show or in the tour of Australia. Oh,
yeah. I mean, that's the encore song. We'll definitely be doing it.
Right, awesome. Don't give away the set list. So how many times have you personally toured Australia?
I've never been to Australia. The band, this will be their second time.
The
second time. So, yeah.
So you're an Aussie virgin at the moment?
I am an Aussie virgin. I'm going to come over there and, I don't know, I'm hoping that I can meet some fast-talking wallabies wearing halter tops and slip into an alley with them and, I want to get Yeah, that's right.
You're coming over
Yeah, I
to
wanna get a
violate
blowjob
our
from the wallaby.
wildlife. You're
That's
coming.
right. That's right. I'm gonna fuck a wallaby.
Okay. Well, I hope no one from like the wildlife people, police people over here are listening to this interview. So, yeah, like you're going to be experiencing all sorts of new things when you come down here, like Vegemite and stuff like that.
Probably.
And actually, wombats, you should cuddle a wombat because they piss on people all the time.
Yeah, wombats. They're pretty fun. I probably just with a wombat though. I'd probably be able to actually fit that up my butthole. I have a really big butthole.
Oh, the pictures. What about, like, I mean, you guys, you put on an amazing live show and that, but the theatre of it and that, do you kind of do a lot of rehearsal on how you're going to be on stage, or do you just get up there and just play the music that you've rehearsed?
I mean, yeah, Gwar doesn't rehearse. Rehearsing. We don't rehearse. Don't be ridiculous.
Okay.
No, we just get out there and do it. Yeah, I mean, no, Gwar, at this point, I mean, we've been touring now for, I think we just did 100 shows. We did already this year. So, and that's not an exaggeration. I mean, however long the Warped Tour was, we just did 60 dates. So it's 100 shows.
Yeah.
And so, like, we know what we're going to do. We just have to do it. Now it is true, and I won't give away the set list, but it is true that we won't be doing the same set list that we did in the States, which was, we played most of the new record except one song on the tour in the States, and we won't do that because we've only been there a few times, and I think we're going to look at the set list we did when we came there previously, just do some other songs that we think people might want to hear because they haven't had a chance to see Gwar. Our fans haven't had a chance to see us perform some of the classic tunes that they like. So it'll probably have a little less of the new record in it, and some, be made up of a mix of that and some old favorites.
Yeah. Well, you started off like in Scumdogia, and you went on to be Beefcake the Mighty, and now you've conquered Blothar. What next? Like, you taking over America, taking over the world. What is it next that you wish to conquer?
What is it next that I wish to conquer? Yeah. Well, I mean, right now I'm thinking of conquering the toilet and emptying my bowels with, like, gigantic logs full of fecal matter. But, I mean, probably, honestly, I think that my next challenge is as a performer, as my friend Laurence Olivier used to say, as a performer. I think my next challenge is probably going to be, Hamlet, the Bard. Yeah, maybe I'll do something like that. Macbeth.
Yeah.
I want to keep doing rock music, man.
Awesome. Well, here's something you can do when you get to Australia. You can flush the toilet and see if it swirls in the same direction or not.
Yes. Yeah, that's weird. Well, I'll definitely be doing that. I'm going to be doing that for sure. My theory is, like, when you kill humans, does their blood drain a different way?
Whoa.
But we'll find out.
Yeah.
I want to pet a crocodile, too. I'm excited about that.
Oh, that'll be fun, yeah. Cuddle a crocky. You are touring the 24th. Please go on.
I want to at least see a crocodile.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to do that. Like, you can go to the Steve Irwin Park up in Queensland. April 24th in Brisbane you start. So there, you're landing in Queensland. You can go and see a croc before you even hit the stage and get pissed on by a wombat. Thursday, the 26th of April, you're in Sydney. The 27th in Melbourne, and the 29th you are finally going to win the battle for Adelaide. David Roy Williams.
That's right.
Yep, davidroywilliams.com you can get tickets from. And you got some very exclusive VIP platinum tickets, which there's only 6 a show, so I'm pretty sure they're probably all sold out already. But then you do have gold VIP tickets too, so people should definitely go and check those out. Is there something you want to? Yeah, is something you want to say to your Aussie fans to get them to overcome? Oh no, I'm just going to say overcome their fear, but that's me. I'm going to be afraid in the venue. To get them to get their battle gear on and come and see you play.
No, you got to have fun. You know, Gwar is about fun. Gwar is a fun rock and roll band, and you know, we want the people from Australia to have fun. You know, come see us. You know, Gwar it's a nonstop. When Gwar plays, especially in front of people who haven't seen the band before, there really isn't anything else like it in the world. There's just a feeling that anything is possible. You know, you look in the faces of people, they're mystified at what's going on. They're waiting for it to end. They're like, you know, how much blood can they possibly have? Do they run out of it? And the answer is no, we don't fucking run out of it ever. So, you know, I mean, fans of Gwar, we're going to be in Australia. Come look at this band. And don't take Gwar for granted either. You know, we don't know if we'll be coming back to Australia. We hope so. But, you know, it's your chance to come see what I think I can say safely, especially, I mean, leaving aside, you know, you've got rock bands that put on a good show. You've got rock bands that go out and are theatrical and they have a lot of, you know, lights and they have stage and prop effects and pyrotechnics. But Gwar is a hard-working group of grassroots theatrical rock and roll theater. I mean, that's what it is. It's theater. And there's nothing else like it. So
it's an escape. It's an escape to another world.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
With great music and a great time. And thank you so much for your time. It's been, like doing the research and that, I wasn't sure, you know, if you were going to be like some big scary monster talking to me or a real person. I wasn't sure, but it's been awesome. Thank you. I've had fun and I look forward to the tour.
All right. Cool.
Thanks. Have a good day.
I'll talk to you. You too. Bye.
Bye.